Halloween right around the corner coming up this Saturday, and while you may be busy prepping your kids' costumes, we also want to remind you some tips to keep you and your kids safe while out trick-or-treating.
Yeah, joining us this morning from Gunderson Health System, Erica Kane, a trauma and injury prevention specialist. Good morning, Erica.
Good morning.
So we're talking about Halloween. Costumes obviously is one of the big ones when you're talking about safety. What are some of the common mistakes people make?
Well, unfortunately, Halloween's such a fun day, but children are actually twice as likely to be struck and hit by a car on Halloween than any other day. And you're right, costumes are a big thing that we can work on. So thinking about costumes which are bright in color, costumes that will be very visible to vehicles. So even adding some reflective stickers or even glow sticks for your children are great ideas to make sure they're seen by cars.
Yeah, especially with the sun setting a little bit earlier this time of year, that's something to keep in mind. How young should we let our kids go trick-or-treating alone? You know, when should we make sure a parent's accompanied with them?
Sure. Well, it's recommended that children are accompanied by parents at nighttime until they're about 12 years old. After 12 years of age, it's a great idea to trick-or-treat in groups so that they can still remain very visible to vehicles.
Yeah, a lot of fun getting together with friends, comparing candy hauls and everything like that. Now, when it comes to where to trick-or-treat, stick to what you know is kind of the rule of thumb there.
Well, it's a great idea to stick to what you know, but wherever your children trick-or-treat, keeping in mind pedestrian safety issues is very important. So always remembering to cross at the crosswalk, the things that we tell our kids all the time, right? Don't dart out in front of cars.
Do we have any tips, safety tips for any types of candy that we're getting? Should we look out for some candy that maybe we shouldn't be eating?
Well, it's always a great idea for parents to inspect candy with their children before they start to dig into that trick-or-treat candy. Look for anything that's suspicious, any discolorations, and also really avoid those homemade treats. Although we know a lot of love goes into popcorn balls and cookies, since they're not commercially prepared, we really cannot vouch for their safety.
Right, you don't have those same sort of safety standards.
Yeah, maybe allergies too. You want to look out for that?
Yeah.
Any other tips you have for us, Erica, while we finish off the interview?
It's very important that also drivers are careful on Halloween especially. Look out for those children that might dart out in front of your cars. We can all do our part to keep safe this Halloween.
Yeah, because even though there's a lot of kids running around, you might not necessarily think about that if you're driving in. Coming into a neighborhood, you might not necessarily see them right away until it's too late. So just be aware of that. Erica, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll head to break.